The time is 16:25 on the 1st of January 2024. They're targeted individuals. Just as I was wrapping up my previous video, I made a statement. And that statement was, all we have is us. Why exactly did I say that? Well, I'm about to tell you why. I realized that I was a targeted individual back in 2017 at a workplace where they set me up to actually die. One of the managers in the workplace gave me a very, very suspicious job to do. And this job was the type of job, what the hell? This job was the type of job that required certain safety equipment for me to complete the job. Unfortunately, what this particular manager did was that on that day, he took away all the necessary tools for me to get that job done. This is so that I could have an accident, and a serious accident, or possibly even die. And after I left that workplace, I thought very carefully about my experience and what I needed to do to survive as a targeted individual. Let us now fast forward to 2024. This is the first day of the year in 2024. And I'm here to tell you this. Dear targeted individuals, all we have is us, nobody else. Think about it. The system has blacklisted us. The system has made it very difficult for us to live a normal life. The system has put us in a state of perpetual poverty. The system has made it difficult for us to interact with other people, have relationships, make new friends, do the normal things that you would like to do normally in your life and in my life. And all through these years, since 2017, I began to realize something which is painfully obvious. It is something that is a minor detail that is also a major detail too. It is also something that can easily be overlooked. And that is the fact that all we have is us, nobody else. Part of the reasons why I started the TIS community chat was because I wanted to create a network and a community of people who were experiencing the same things, same targeting scenarios, electromagnetic radiation, poverty engineering, homelessness engineering, death engineering, sickness engineering, welfare engineering, debt engineering, things of that nature. I wanted to create a community of people that were going through these things and could also help each other and could help one another where necessary. I was doing this because I suddenly realized in 2023, after all these years, is that the only person that can really understand what you're going through is another real TI. Not your family, because they will gaslight you. And some of your family members could also be members of the organized gang stalking network. No, not the everyday average Joe who doesn't even know that directed energy weapons exist. No, not them. I wanted to create a community and a network of real TIs that could help each other in so many different ways, especially financially. Now, as a TI, I know the amount of disposable income you have will be next to nothing. In other words, you're pretty much living from hand to mouth. However, with a little help from another TI or with a little help from other TIs, you could find yourself in a much better situation. This is what I was willing to do. This is why I created that community, the TIS community chat in the first place, because I wanted to let other TIs know that, listen, forget all the nonsense you're hearing. All we have is us. Irrefutably, all we have is us. And it will always be that way. So, for me, oops, oh, sorry, flies. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just walked into flies, sorry. So, for me, cultivating such a community is something that cannot be achieved in one day. Of course not. This is a monumental task that will take several months, maybe even years, for it to, be stable or to stabilize. And I'm willing to put in the time and the effort to achieve that. Dear targeted individuals, it is a great idea that you sit down and think very carefully about this very fact. It's an irrefutable fact that you cannot just wipe away with gaslighting. No, because gaslighting cannot wipe away something as painfully obvious as this, and it is the fact that all we have is us, nobody else. As TIs, we have got to help each other. I go on Twitter sometimes and I see that there are TIs that are asking for help, asking for money, and it breaks my heart that due to the circumstance I'm in, I am actually unable to do what is necessary to help them. I'm lucky that I even have a place to stay. Yes, I'm dealing with the family nonsense, but at the end of the day, I still have a place to stay. Some TIs don't have a place to stay. Some TIs are totally homeless. They're broke. They got no money. They have no food to sustain themselves. They don't even know when next they're going to have a nice meal to see the next day. Now imagine living like that. That is the definition of hell on earth. And it's what the Organized Gang Stalking Network want to achieve. They want to put TIs in that position. Yep, look at perps over there. Those were perps, Perps that were chilling at the junction where I'm about to go. They were chilling just there where the light's pointing. And then as I get closer, bam, they bounce. So as a TI, it is imperative that you sit down, and I am advising that you do so. I am pleading with you to do so. That you sit down and you think very carefully about this next statement. And that statement is this: all we have is us, nobody else. The government has already blacklisted us. We need to come together and help each other, not just by giving advice about how to survive, but by making sacrifices on our end to see to it that other TIs live to see the next day. It is important we do so. The sooner we do it, the better it will be for us. And yes, you will have the paid shills, the disinformationists, the trolls that will come around and try and, sabotage such an undertaking. Yes, we already know this. But that should not stop us from trying. Every day I wake up, I say to myself, you know what, I wish I had a little bit more money, because I would like to go around helping TIs who need that financial help. But in the current state that I am, it's not possible. It simply is impossible at all. It's a battle. So yes, fellow TIs, please, I am begging you. I am pleading with you. It's not just about making YouTube videos or coming online to say things that are uplifting to other TIs. Yes, this is good for their emotional well-being. It is also good for their positive psychological development. But we also need to understand that we need to make sacrifices to make such an undertaking work. And that undertaking is this: seeing to it that where necessary and wherever we can, we make a sacrifice to help another TI. Look at all these perps. These are all perps. Every time I get to this junction, the vehicular activity suddenly increases. Every time. Every time. And that doesn't come as a surprise to me at all. So, targeted individuals, remember, do not forget, never forget to remember that in everything we do, all we have is us. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Your support goes a very long way. Stay tuned for the next video, and don't forget to protect yourself at all times.